Member for Saanich North and Islands.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, I'm hoping to better understand this government's perspective on housing. Through you to the Minister, does this government consider housing to be a human right?
Attorney General and Minister responsible for housing.
Well, thank you, Honourable Chair. I think there's been quite a dramatic shift in government's philosophy around housing since our CASA agreement with the Green Party that brought the NDP into government in 2017. Now, that shift was a shift from seeing housing as purely a market-driven commodity to seeing housing as a human right. And that shows up in a number of aspects of our work, from our response to encampments to the speculation tax, which says if you're holding housing empty, you should pay more because that is costing the system more. These are really important principles. We stand by them, and I thank the member for the question.
Member for Saanich North and Islands, supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And as I think everybody in this House knows, we have been languishing in a housing crisis since the 2017 election. And this morning, when I opened up my email from the Capital Daily, I read that the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation report doesn't believe that Victoria's housing market's overpriced, even though the cost of a single-family home has increased 30% since pre-COVID, and that the average house costs 20 times the median income. And despite this government's 30-point housing plan, the housing market is increasingly less affordable. It's less affordable. One response of this government was to create the BC Housing Hub to increase the supply of affordable rental housing and home ownership through community, government, nonprofit and private sector partnerships. Billions of dollars. Take your victory lap, that's good. Billions of dollars of public money is now being used to finance new construction. It's a smart program, as long as that public investment is not just more fuel on a red-hot housing market. I've heard many stories that housing that is called affordable is still out of reach for many British Columbians. Through your Honourable Speaker, again to the Attorney General and Minister responsible for housing, what specific safeguards are in place to ensure that the billions of dollars of public money that we are investing in the Housing Hub is going to build non-market solutions that British Columbians can actually afford to live in?
Attorney General.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker, and thank you to the member for the question. First, a few numbers. BC Housing just released their data around housing registration. This is completed housing in the province, their September report. I'm happy to say that in 2021 year-to-date, 11,000 new rental housing units have opened just since the beginning of 2021. 2019 was the previous high, 13,000 rental housing units opened that year. Let me just have a look at pre-2017 here. It's tough, Honourable Speaker. An average of about 2,000 units a year. So right now we're building 5 times the number of rental housing units a year. 16 years, the previous government built 130 student housing beds. Let me just check. We've got 4 times that amount under construction at one school, BCIT. One school. So the member asked about safeguards. It's an important question. It's an important question. Safeguards are important, especially when we saw what happened under the previous government and their combination of political donations and housing policy. So safeguards are really important. We know that having a safe and effective system in place of oversight is critically important. That's why we've commissioned a third-party business firm to come in and do a review of BC Housing safeguards. We're working with the Office of the Auditor General to review BC Housing's work to make sure the money's going where it's supposed to. Oversight is vital, and so we're providing that in ways that we haven't seen previously.